Would somebody please call Alexandra Shipp down to the carpet? The congregation has some questions for you. And while you at it, go ahead and call all your little mulatto friends, all your little light-skinned friends. Everybody come, gather around Alexandra Shipp, leave some room so that the dumb bitches in the back can hear. And I need y'all to listen while I read, write Alexandra, then ball her up and throw her in the trash can. So long story short, Alexandra Shipp, if you don't know who she is, I'm not surprised that you don't know. Go look her up. She is upset because I guess since this merger with, I think it's Fox and Disney, they're merging. They're going to redo XMen and they're going to recast, and they are looking at a beautiful, she's fucking beautiful actress named Kiki Lane to be Storm. So Alexandra is upset because she played the young Storm in, was it X-Men First Class or Apocalypse? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. She played Storm, and I guess she thought she was going to play young Storm forever. I don't know what she was thinking, but she's upset, and she has the nerve to get on Twitter and say something to the effect of and I'm paraphrasing, basically black lives do not matter to black people because she's getting recast. She's her role is getting recast to someone else, and I'm like so paraphrasing, but that's the gist of what she was saying. And you're wondering, what the fuck does Black Lives Matter have to do with them making a business move and deciding that they want to use another actress? I don't know. Alexandra Shipp, we're gonna get you straight. First and foremost, you need to understand that you weren't playing a young Storm. You were playing a young Hallie. And let's go back so you can really understand. Halle Berry should have never been Storm in the first place. Halle Berry should have never been Storm in the first place. That role, they wanted that role to go to Angela Bassett, and it would have made so much sense. Angela she's everything that Storm would have been had Storm been real. Amazing actress. I'm sure she would have pulled off that African accent like no other. Unlike Halle, who didn't even try. Halle just looked good in the outfit, and that was it. That was all she had to give. That was it. I mean, we all know what Halle's acting skills are like. We all know that Halle is mulatto. Why is a mixed woman playing a fucking African woman? So let's understand that Halle's ass should have never had that role. Okay? You got that? Anybody in the back need me to slow down? While y'all take some notes or whatever? You know, you want to discuss it among yourselves first, you know? We good? Okay. So there's that. Halle should have never had that role. So you need to understand, Alexandra, that you weren't playing a young Storm per se. You were playing a young Halle. They needed someone who also was mulatto. They couldn't very well cast a dark-skinned person in that role at that point when the adult Storm is supposed to be Halle. So just understand that you were there simply because Halle was there before you. Okay? So there's that. Also, Alexandra, you're a fucking bad actress. Let's not act like light-skin privilege is not real, because if light-skin privilege weren't real and you had to get roles in Hollywood based off solely your talent, like many of these black dark-skinned girls have to do, your ass wouldn't even be in Hollywood. We're still upset with you about that Aaliyah movie. Okay, Alex, do you got that part? You need to take some acting classes. You're not good. You didn't do good as the young Storm. And I'm sorry, nobody wants to see that shit show again. There's that. Okay? So, I say that to get to this point. Mixed race people and light-skinned black people like Alexandra Shipp, who refused to acknowledge light-skin privilege. She's out here crying what I call light-skin tears, talking about a role being taken from her and given to someone else, as if Hollywood doesn't do this to dark-skinned women on a daily fucking basis. And yes, I know I'm what y'all call like high yellow, light bright, whatever you want to call me. Yeah, I know, I get it, whatever. I'm black, I'm not mixed, I'm black. But I don't have to be dark-skinned to see this, to see the differences. You know what I'm saying? And it happens all the time, where a character that was traditionally black in the media or TV show or movie, when they want to do something else with it, or you know, they make changes to the show, and then suddenly the character is light skinned, like the Aunt Vibs on the Fresh Prince, Claire on My Wife and Kids, on the reboot of the Magic School Bus, Keisha was dark skinned in the original one. On the new one, now she's light skinned. It's so many instances. The movie Jim, based on the 80s cartoon, and I forgot that character's name, but she was in the rival band of Jim, and she was always a dark-skinned girl, very dark-skinned, with blue hair. And what did they do? They cast what's old boy from The Best Man, the one that fell in love with the stripper, Harold Perrineau. Am I saying his name right? His daughter is half white. They cast a half white girl in the role of a dark-skinned, a traditionally dark-skinned character, like very dark-skinned character. You know what I'm saying? So Alex, we're not going to sit here and act like light-skin privilege isn't real. You're sitting here crying about that when Hollywood, whenever they're casting, 99.9% of the time they're looking for a racially ambiguous or a mixed race person. They're not even checking for dark-skinned girls. Or if they are, they have to play this stereotypical baby mama, loud, ghetto, brash, crass roles. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not to say that light-skinned people don't have their own experiences with like racism and colorism and injustices and things like that, because I know that's not true. However, we're not going to ignore that light-skinned privilege exists in the world that you're working in. Like, light-skinned people are the tolerable blacks. Like, if they have a role where they want a black girl, they're looking for a light-skinned black girl. I'm just keeping it real. Don't get upset with me. Don't get in my comments upset with me. It is what it is. And that's the ugly truth, that a lot of us do not want to discuss light-skinned people. And I'm just gonna put it out there like that. There are a lot of us light-skinned black people who really are okay with the stereotypes. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're okay benefiting when it's beneficial to you, but fuck your community. You know what I mean? Like, this is why a lot of other black people, they don't trust mulatto people and they don't trust light-skinned people, because you're black when it's convenient for you. Not all, because I'm definitely not one of them, but there is a sector of us who move like that. And you move greasy, and you align yourself with white society and white supremacy when it is convenient for you. And then when you get your nigga moment, you know, that moment where white society reminds you that you cannot move how they move because you're black, then you want to come to us, and then you want the black community to wrap you in our arms and pull you close to our bosom and shield you from the racism that you expected. But then when you get over that, you're back trying to align yourself back with white supremacy. We're not going to do that, boo. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, honey. You're not going to sit here and cry about something that happens to dark-skinned girls all the fucking time. And the thing that pisses me off about her is she is so willfully ignorant. There are people on Twitter trying to educate her right now, and she still feels like she feels fully convicted in what she's saying. Alexandra, you need to be reminded, white people ain't gonna be checking for you, boo-boo. They're not. I don't even know how you're getting roles, because you're a bad actress. Obviously, the casting couch in Hollywood is a real thing. Obviously. Because we're still upset about the Aaliyah movie. There's no reason why your red ass should have been playing baby girl. I'm just saying, I'm just gonna keep it real. Lisa Lopez, maybe. I might could buy Lisa Lopez. And that's not to say you have to look exactly like the person. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, Denzel Washington and Malcolm, like in Malcolm X, like that, he was so good in that role that, to be honest, you would forget that Malcolm was the light-skinned man. Or Angela Bassett and What's Love Got to Do with It. Although I kind of question whether Tina's been bleaching over there, because Tina got some issues. Tina got some self-hate issues, but we ain't got to talk about that right now. So I'm not saying you have to look exactly like the person, but there are just some things that has to be kept true in order to, like, keep the core of that character. Like, for instance, Storm is an African woman with a thick, I don't know, you know, I'm not that deep to tell you what country exactly she's supposed to come from, but she had a thick African accent. You know what I mean? And Halle is neither of those things. Like, the things that would have personified Storm. Like, for instance, if Angela Bassett would have played Storm, we would have gotten a Storm with a strong presence, a Storm that could lead a scene, a Storm that was believable. Like, we would have so believed, instead of this withering Halle Berry who looks like she's having a seizure every time she's throwing an electrical storm. You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't fucking believable. And for you to sit here and complain when you were casting a role you shouldn't have had in the first fucking place, like, bitch, please. Because, I mean, let's be honest, you all, prior to, and I think I'm being generous saying 4 or 5 years, prior to, like, Viola Davis and Lupita and Ryan Destiny, these beautiful black women. You know, you didn't really see black women, dark-skinned black women on TV and in the movies like that. Not saying that, you know, nobody was getting jobs, nobody was working, but now there seems to be a shift where, what's the word I want to use? I think the difference between now and about 5 years ago is people are starting to outwardly recognize that dark-skinned women are beautiful. And that's not to say that nobody knew. I'm talking in terms of, like, representation. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody in the back gonna try to twist my words, what I'm saying. Somebody in the back gonna try to turn this around and make it seem like I'm being colorist by saying that. I've seen that before, where, you know, you're using the phrase dark skin as, like, just to heighten the beauty, not necessarily saying dark skin for, you know what I mean? Because I get that. No, I'm saying dark skin because you're fucking beautiful, like fucking beautiful dark skin. You know what I mean? For you dummies in the back that might try to twist that around on me, but I think before those two and maybe some other ones, I really feel like it was hard for a dark-skinned girl to turn on the TV and to see a positive representation, like someone that looked like her. You know, for so long, like, since we've come to this fucking country, we're stolen and brought here. Dark-skinned girls have been told that everything about them is wrong. Their hair is wrong. You know, their full lips, full nose, full butt is wrong. Their skin color is wrong. It's not beautiful. You know, it's really been beaten into us as a people psychologically, to the point that there are black men who don't like black women. That's another video. I'm not even going to touch that right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, the self-hate is like fucking, it's almost, I wonder, is it genetic? Because the fact that we still dealing with shit like this, but then again, we're still dealing with the same racist society that put these fucking beauty standards into place, right? So I don't want to take away from light-skinned people's experience, because like I said, things happen to them as well, and I'm sure they have lots of stories. I have plenty of stories from where my own family members made me feel like shit for being light-skinned. I used to try to, like, tan and things like that. And it's, you know, for a long time, like for someone to call me white, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna just keep it real. If you were to call me white today, I would fucking bless you the fuck out. It's a trigger for me. I'm gonna be honest and vulnerable and transparent about that. Like, it's a fucking trigger for me. But I have to try to be conscious of like my own triggers in regards to colorism, because I really feel like a lot of us are fine with living up to these stereotypes, but I'm not. And I feel like other light-skinned people, we should be advocating for dark-skinned people as well. You know what I mean? I feel like it's important to show like a united front on that, like, so we can battle colorism. If nobody is tolerating that type of talk, I really feel like a lot of it would die down, perhaps in our own community. I'm not talking about the rest of the world, because that's not a change I'm going to see in my lifetime. I hate to even say that. It's going to be racism until the end of the fucking world. But as far as us getting better and healing as a community, I really feel like it's important for everybody to be having these conversations, and everybody to be intolerant of, you know, colorist comments and conversations, right? And that includes gathering up these light-skinned people who are willfully ignorant, because it's not that they don't get it. They understand. They just don't want you to talk about it. They just don't want you to fucking point it out. And there are a lot of us in the community that really feel like, because I'm light-skinned, I'm beautiful. Because for all our lives, our colorist mama, daddies, auntie, cousins, grandmamas, especially if you live in the South, and I live in the South, I live in the deep South, so you know, it's not hard to come across a colorist person and all they want to tell you all day, oh, you're so pretty, you're so beautiful, my red bone this, my red bone that, you know, oh, you a red bone, you a yellow bone, this, that, and the third. Like, there is no value in light skin in regards to beauty or being better than any other complexion. Like, I don't even fall into that fucking trap. None of that shit fucking matters. It really don't. In terms of me feeling like I got something over somebody because I'm lighter than them, that's just the fucking dumbest shit I've ever heard. You know what I mean? I could care less about that shit. And in fact, like, I've encountered guys where, you know, when you're having your conversation, you know, what do you like about me, da 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 da, and if they list, oh, because you red, or, you know, yellow, I'm confused about what my undertones are, to be honest. But because you light skin and I like light skin girls, never call me again. Like, that's a VIP invite to the fucking block party, blocked on every motherfucking thing. I don't play that. I don't play that shit at all. I don't tolerate it. I don't joke about it, because it's just that serious to me. It's a very serious matter. It's caused a lot of division in our community, and it still does to this day. Like, when I go onto like blogs and like videos, and I go in the comments, like if the topic's about colorism, and I'll see a lot of blanket statements in there. Oh, light-skinned people are like that. All light-skinned people think they're all that, this, that, and the third. And I've gotten to a point now where I have learned to try to be aware of my own triggers and to rise above them, to recognize that people who are making statements like that, they're hurt people. And I know that's a corny saying that hurt people, but it's true. We have a society, we're in a society that has literally beat up dark-skinned women every day, all day. So it's not a wonder that there are a lot of dark-skinned women who may be, you know, suffering from the effects of that. And that's not to say that all dark-skinned women feel like that, because I know plenty of dark-skinned women, they know that they fucking the shit, that their skin is like onyx, you know, it's fucking beautiful, you know, it's smooth, it's ebony, you know what I'm saying? Like, they fucking know they popping. They know they fucking popping, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't nothing that a motherfucker can do to make them feel bad about that, because they know that their black skin is beautiful skin, you know what I mean? So that's not to say that all, you know, dark-skinned women are suffering from this, but I think enough of them are that we need to still be having conversations. We really do. And when people like Alexandra Shipp enter the picture crying about something like this, I really feel like it continues to put a target on light-skinned people's back. And it's just like, you motherfuckers make me fucking sick. Get a journal and fucking write in it or something. Like, right now the conversation's not about you. Because, like I said, yeah, I've been through my shit, and I know other people have been through their shit too. But if you feel like that's the end of the world, just imagine how a dark-skinned person feels. Just imagine how a dark-skinned person fucking feels if you feel like that was so terrible. It's amplified by 100. You know what I'm saying? If we're considered the tolerable black, imagine being a dark-skinned fucking girl. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see no light-skinned tears. Suck that shit up. That's how I feel about it. Not saying it don't matter, but you know what? You got to be able to look at this shit from a macro level, and we need to do this collectively so we can get over this colorism shit. But everybody want to hold on to their personal individual experiences instead of recognizing that this is an issue, a deeply, deeply rooted issue that has been going on since we have come to this country. And isn't it time that we fucking stop by now? Y'all not sick of that shit, having the same conversations that your great grandmother fucking had? Do that shit make sense to y'all that we still are suffering for colorism and nobody want to do anything about it? Like, this is why mulatto people are not trusted by other black people. This is why light-skinned people are not trusted by other black people. Because we fucking, there are some of us that fucking move real greasy, real shady when it suits us. And we'll throw black people up under the bus. And it just really bothers me that this little girl is just sitting here doubling down like this, when so many other black actresses in Hollywood can't even get fucking work right now. Like, I remember watching what was it called? Hollywood Divas, was that what it called? The show where Golden Brooks was on it, and Paula J. Parker and all of them. And I remember that Golden had finally gotten a role. She had been trying to get a role for a long time, and she finally got it. And then they fucking switched it up. At first they were looking for a black girl, and then they changed it to some other race of girl or some other ethnicity. And she was so upset, and I completely understood, because it's just like, being a brown-skinned, dark-skinned girl in Hollywood is almost nearly impossible as far as like getting as many roles as like your light-skinned counterparts. And it is what it is. So, Alex, we're not going to do that. We're not going to sit here and pretend that there aren't other roles that are stolen from dark-skinned black women in Hollywood daily. Didn't what's her name, Zoe Saldana, Miss I'm not black but I'm black but I'm not black, didn't she try to play Nina Simone? And instead of them getting an actual dark-skinned fucking woman, they chose to put makeup and prosthetics on her face. How much sense do that fucking make? Are there no dark-skinned women in Hollywood? No talented dark-skinned women in Hollywood? Not one. None. Nobody, huh? You know, it's shit like that. The whitewashing, it's shit like that, Alexandra. That's the problem. Like, for instance, this new live Aladdin movie. Now, granted, they weren't even black. You know, they're Middle Eastern. However, and I still have the DVD and the fucking VHS in my closet right now. It's clear that they were dark-skinned Middle Eastern people. They were not light-skinned. Why are these people in the live action film fucking light-skinned? That's what I want to know. And I don't even want to call them light-skinned, because they have that look that looks like they've been bleaching. Like, when you've been bleaching, when you're a person of color and you've been bleaching, you just have a look. Your colors is just not there. Kind of like, you know how you taking your SATs or some other test where you have to use a Scantron as the answer sheet, and you might bubble in something real dark, and then you change your mind like, no, I don't think that's the answer. I'm going to change my answer to something else. So you erase it, and no matter how much you erase it, the remnants of that dark that dark pencil lead is still there. It's like that. It's like someone just took an eraser and just tried to erase the color off of them, but it's just not quite right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like milk, where the expiration date is like that day, and you're trying to smell your milk, and it's like, it's a little fresh, but it's a little sour too. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that. It's still there. You know what I mean? It's a problem in Hollywood, honey. And we're not going to sit here and act like some injustice was done to you. You tragic mulatto. That's what I call it. I know that's a term that's already been coined, but it's a true term. Because there are a lot of you tragic mulattoes out there that really wish that you were fucking white. That really wish you were fucking white, and you have nothing to contribute or say about the black community until somebody in the white society fucks you over. And then it's come rally around me. You know, then it's black community. Wrap your arms around me and pull me close into your bosom. And then when I feel better about myself, I'm going to try to get back in with white zaddy. A lot of y'all move like that. Not all, but a lot of y'all do move like that. And a lot of us, light-skinned black people, we fucking move like that when we can. A lot of us. A lot of us are fine with, you know, that stereotype that, you know, oh, you light-skinned, you beautiful. No, boo-boo, that's not true. That's not fucking true. I ain't no fucking Beyonce. I'm red. I'm way lighter than her. I ain't no fucking Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody watching this video right now saying that I'm fucking ugly as shit. You know, that light skin does not equate beauty at all. And I really wish we could get over that hump. Like, if we can get over just one thing, if we can get over that, we might have a little bit of progress. So what do y'all think? Do y'all feel like Alexandra Shipp is right for trying to like correlate Black Lives Matter, black people not caring about Black Lives Matter because she got her role is being recast to somebody else? Do y'all really feel like that's like a legitimate accusation to make? What do y'all think about it? What do y'all feel about colorism? Is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? What do y'all think? Drop it down in the comments. Miss Alexandra Shipp pissed me off today, y'all. And I know I don't even know her, but it's I can't stand fucking colorist people. I really can't. And she's colorist. The fact that she even feels like this is a thing lets me know she's fucking colorist. This is not even a fucking thing, boo. You was never supposed to have that role. You were never supposed to play Aaliyah. You weren't. You're not a good actress. Go take some acting lessons or whatever, or go suck some more donkey dong on that casting couch, because that's honestly how you're getting work. The fact that you were ever even able to put your pinky toe into a franchise like XMen is beyond me. Clearly, they were just looking for a mulatto actress who could play a young Hallie. Clearly. Because it definitely wasn't based upon your talent. It was definitely based upon your looks, boo-boo. So let's not play that game. Let's not play that game where, well, what does it matter? Black is black. What does it matter? That's what she's saying, y'all. What does it matter? It does matter when dark-skinned black women don't get the fucking same representation in the media, on movies, on TV shows, as fucking mulatto women, racially ambiguous women, light-skinned black women. It's a big fucking deal. You out here trying to take all the fucking roles from everybody, just like there ain't another role that you can snatch from a fucking dark-skinned black woman. Hollywood's been doing it since its inception. Since they've been allowing us to act with them on film. It's been light-skinned people, racially ambiguous people, mixed damn people that have been getting the opportunities. It's the dark-skinned girls that have been placed on the back burner, told they're too this, they're too that, they're not of this, they're not enough of that. Those are the ones who've been getting fucked over, boo-boo, not you. You've been reaping the benefits of being light-skinned in Hollywood all of this time. All of this time. And now color don't matter because it's a role you want. And I understand you want that bag because the X-Men is an excellent franchise to grab a hold to. But boo-boo, we not about to do that. We not about to change this narrative and change and call something a thing when it's not. We really not about to do that, because truth of the matter, if Halle were a good actress, we should have seen a Storm spinoff. Storm was a main fucking character. Storm was not a B character. She was a main fucking character. She should have had her own movie by now, but Halle couldn't carry a movie like that. An action movie, Angela could. Angela Bassett could. But Halle definitely could not. So you need to thank Miss Berry. Miss Berry. You need to thank Miss Berry. That's the only reason why you even got in that movie, boo. Anyway, y'all, drop y'all comments. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to get up to 100 subscribers. Please, please, please help me get there. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.